Hello, my name's Rose and this isn't my allotment. Today we've come to visit Little Farmer's farm. We're right on top of his tiki hut.
And who's this?
I'm the little farmer.
And this is your allotment, isn't it? Let's have a look.
I like the idea. I think eventually we'll probably have a bank of
Let's go down and investigate.
Right. Which one would you like?
Ooh,
Chocolate orange, pre-made.
pre-made please.
Made by my own fair hands.
Wow.
What, the eggs?
No, the covers.
Freshly laid. Freshly laid.
Like you two.
Which one?
Go on. That one?
That one.
There you go.
Thank
Bit
you.
early for Easter, but never mind.
Come and have a look at this.
You coming, James? You can show us round. What do we have here?
This is a polytunnel made out of trampolines. It is very strong.
Oh my goodness, monkey bars. Your dad'll have my guts for garters. But look at this. Just made out of a trampoline frame.
We used a trampoline. Well, we actually got two. Yeah, we got two. We got two trampolines, and we used the. Do you know the springs that you have?
Yep.
We're using them to hang the power plants.
That is genius. Look at that.
This one's so I can reach,
So they've used the
and I can also reach.
trampoline, and you can, I don't know if you can see because of the sun, you can see the holes, maybe this side, a bit better. See the holes where the springs go on your trampoline. And they've kept the springs from the trampoline, and they've put hanging baskets.
Yeah, we're using the holes to connect the springs to basically hang it up.
It's a great idea.
Because look, you see how those holes? We're connecting it. I cannot take that off, that is way too high.
It's a really, really good idea. Saves lots of ground space.
The yellow raspberries. The red raspberries. We also have
A thornless blackberry.
some strawberries. Actually, we have loads of strawberries. They are not ready. I wish that you came round a little bit, because like, well, two beds, a tiny bed and a big bed. If you came round a couple of days ago, they were like actually about a month ago, you would have been able to pick up, there were like 1,000 potatoes in there. We did a
Wow.
giant harvest. If you came a couple months ago, you would have like been able to do it. I did it with my friend Emily from school.
Nice.
Right.
Right, we've got the professional to describe it to us now.
Where is it? Hello there. So we're in the polytunnel, and this is a trampoline frame polytunnel. Now to create this, if you look on to my channel, I'm sure Karen's going to put a link down to that.
I will. Little Farmer's Farm, brilliant.
The Little Farmer's Farm.
Who we keep talking about.
All good, I hope.
Oh yes.
Right, so these are 10-foot trampolines. The semicircles of the full trampoline. To create a 16-foot by 10-foot by 7 feet high polytunnel like this, you need 2 of them. So that's essentially all you need to get the framing up, the metal framing up. If you look at the videos that I've got there, I've got the polytunnel how-to playlist on my channel. It's dead easy. When I say dead easy, it's just as easy as if you'd buy a professional shop bought purpose-built tunnel. We found it actually to be more useful than a professional tunnel, because you get interesting little bits and pieces like these springs. So the springs are there from the trampoline, and for that you can use them for hanging baskets.
Oh yeah, James and Rose just showed us those.
Now, if you
Very
arrange
good.
those cleverly, you could probably have about 4 hanging baskets per side, and there are 2 hoops that you can use for that. So in essence, you can get 16 hanging baskets, either tumbling toms or strawberries. Here they are!
Do you know use these?
What are they?
They're like little plants, and you don't know what you get, and it's whoever grows the best and the biggest. And like, he told us to have a competition.
Wow.
We have some forget-me-nots up there, and
What seeds have you got? What's inside? Can you tell?
there are pansy, violet, forget-me-not, basil, parsley, lettuce, chili pepper, beetroot, radish, pepper, carrot, and microcress. The
What-
seeds are in here.
What does yours say, James?
It says the same.
Oh, so it doesn't tell you what the seed is at all. It's a mystery.
Look, you can see the seeds. It comes with a little bit of dirt. Hey, mine's beetroot. How do you know? Look, it says. What's mine? Mine is Viola. Look, which one's Viola?
Viola.
Oh, yes. It's going to look like that. That purple and...
Nice. Very nice.
I've got some beetroot. It comes with a little bit of dirt, like a little patch. And a label.
Very
So
nice.
then you can like plant it in and say which one it is.
How exciting.
So,
Do you remember our hula hoops that were a bit stiff for us to unwind? This is what I thought it was on the inside, the blue water pipe. And little farmer has done a load with it on his plot. Really handy. You're going to show us this tunnel that you've made
Yeah, sure.
for your
So,
trap your littlin.
you better come round this way actually. That's what it's called. It's Brad's cage. And Bradley's our little monkey, and we lock him in the cage. So it's actually a brassica tent, but it's a kid-sized brassica tent. And what this does is, there's a novel door that just slots into the shuts, and that's your closer for it. So then you can open it again, take that out. And if you look inside, it's a pretty good growing space really inside that. I've put the gangway down the middle of it, and then we've got kind of 2.5 feet really either side. I think it's actually, no, it won't be 6 foot this, it'll be 5 foot I'm thinking. Or maybe 6 foot. I think it is 6 foot, but it's like the metric 6 feet. It's like 180 centimetres.
Right.
Just a bit short of 6 feet. So that's the width of it, and it's 12 feet long. So because that's about 12 inches in the middle, you've got about 2.5 feet each side, and it's the same at the top.
It's a good size.
Yeah, but it is kiddie size. So Bradley's about that high, and he can go in there and walk around quite easily in there. But for me, it's a hands and knees job. But last year we had bright lights chard, we had rhubarb chard, rainbow chard, all the chards down the front end. We had the Brussels sprouts down there, interplanted with lettuces. We had all the cauliflowers at the top and all the beetroot around the top. Kohlrabi. We had celery in there, celeriac. We had everything really. And the cauliflowers that we grew at the back of that last year were the best cauliflowers I've ever grown. They were about that big.
Wow.
They were monstrous. There was 5 at the back there, and they were so crowded out. I had to take, so you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to take the 2 and the 4 out because they were just crushing each other.
Brilliant.
And they were brilliant, absolutely brilliant growing in this. So yeah, that's Brad's cage.
That's
but
Brad's cage.
obviously it's with the PVC pipe.
It's very
Yeah.
good. And you've done some smaller ones
We've got loads, yeah. Got plenty.
where you can...
This is a sealed up one. Obviously, it's a bit of a pro job, that one, but they're really easy to make. what you do with these is, if you have a look, that's just chucked into the ground. But what I usually do is I'll have a bamboo cane.
Oh yeah.
So you put the bamboo cane in first and then slide that over the top of it, and that's your stake to stave it down with, and then these go over. So this is scaffold debris netting. You can get this online, but we got this from Screwfix. So if you've got a local Screwfix that's close by, then that's going to be
We do.
a place to get it.
And look at Nick. Thinking of all these ideas we're going to come home with.
Yeah, all that work is going to be presented with. Yeah, that's it. And it's all my fault, Nick. Sorry about that. But they're really easy. I've got videos on it as how-tos, but if you watch that and do your own version of that, that's fine. I would say stick the staves in. For a 6 foot by 4 foot bed minimum, really, you need to have the 3 hoops. If you look over there, that's going to be the brassica bed for this year, but it's going to be the smaller cabbages. So your pak choys, you know, dwarf varieties of cabbages and things like that are all going to be going into there. So we only really need it to be at that height, which is around 3 feet.
Yeah.
The taller the brassica, so your Brussels sprouts, your Calabrese, you'll need it to be higher than that. Now, if you're going to net that with the scaffold debris netting, you do have to stitch it together because it comes in 2 metre widths. So yeah, it'll come in 2 metre widths, but you'll need to have sort of two lengths of it, and you stitch it together with the zip ties.
Nice.
Yeah, there's all sorts of videos on that on this channel, as you know, but essentially that makes it one big wide netted tunnel.
That's amazing.
So you can have them higher, like we did with Bradley's cage, if you can see there. So that's 2 of them stitched together, and it covers that expanse of height. This one, we had the Brussels sprouts in the centre, so they go up pretty tall, and then we had the small cabbages around the outside. In fact, we didn't. We had swede in there around the outsides, and then the Brussels in the middle.
Brussels in the middle.
So that utilises the whole arch, if you want.
Yeah, all these hints and tips that are really good. Last year for our brassica cage, we sewed up, didn't we? We actually sewed the netting, didn't we?
Yeah. You can do that. You can
So
stitch it.
that took a long time.
Terry King at Robotic Allotment Gardening on a Budget. I don't know if you've seen Terry. If you've not seen Terry, I heartily recommend that you watch Terry King. He's really, really good. He stitched them all together as well, but we just use the zip ties, rolled them and use the zip
Oh,
ties.
saved by the bell. So we're going to say goodbye. We've had a lovely morning down here, and lovely warm Wigan welcome,
Hey.
and lots of lovely tips. So what do you say, Rose?
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for inviting us.
You're very welcome, Rose, anytime.
And
A good time,
Yeah,
a cool time.
yeah.
You're going to take some peas home and some potatoes. And grow peas and potatoes. James, face the camera. What about you, James? Have you had a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is the sun in your eyes?
it is, isn't it?
Oh, we'll get round here a little bit.
There we go. So thank you very much. And Rose, you're going to say goodbye?
That's all from me today. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.
Are you going to say bye-bye from the Little Farmer's Farm?
Bye bye from Little Farmer's Farm.
Who are you?
Little Farmer.
Signing out.
Signing out.
Peace out.
Peace out.